Fill up, be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond.
Read it, run from it.
Come on with it. The name is Law Nation. Be sure to know that sharing is absolutely caring. Yup. They say ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove? Come on, baby. Come on with it, Jerry, Wayne, Jones. And this is no April Fools here. Come on with it. Cowboys made the offer to Micah without his agent move. Come on with it. Five, 4, 3, 2.
They can come closer than the close. Yeah. All of it. Come on. Original, they never win me. You must be out of your goddamn mind. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Come on, I know we got more people than this, man. Sharing is caring. Come on with it.
Emotional damage.
Come on, we got to get the room filled up before we get started, baby. Can't get started without the room being filled up. Come on with it. Share it to your neighbor. Share it to yourself. Let's get it. All right. I know we got more than 20 people that can tune in to the nation. Come on with it. I know we got more than 20 people that can tune in to the nation. Or we don't have to go live, okay? Riggs! I know we got more than 30 people. Oh, man. Kick that song back over again. Come on, man. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you're here? Come on with it. Let's kick it back up. They really say, ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Come on. Stand tall or not at all. We got more than 40 folks that can get up in here. Come on with it. Come on with it.
I cannot believe it.
5. At least give me 50. At least give me 50 folks up in here. Yeah. This how y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna do this to me? Y'all gonna show up late for me? Huh? I have y'all watching Cowboys content in Pelican Bay shoot program. Come on with it. Get off them other channels and come over here. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. I said lock the doors. Yeah, lock them doors over here, man. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. The name is Law Nation, and without hesitations nor deviations to the matter, we talk Cowboys football and beyond. And on top of that, yeah, emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
That's got to be one of the funniest drops that you can ever put onto your board over here. Ain't this right?
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
So Paw Jerry is talking. Jerry is talking Super Bowl. He's talking 30 years, 30 seasons. Jerry is out here saying that, hey, he tried to get the negotiation for the nation without the agent, right? He trying to get the deal done like, hey, David Mulugeta, I guarantee you he can't. If I'm struggling to say his last name, I guarantee you. I guarantee you my $2, man, that I don't think Jerry Jones can say David Mulugeta. I guarantee you that, you know. Yeah, they coming for the news, Ed. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. But y'all, look, be on time. You come on with it. Get the notifications going, man. Get the notifications going. They coming in. Okay, appreciate you. Boy, we got 90 folks. Boy, appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, appreciate all 90 of y'all. Y'all the real ones. If you didn't hear why I'm saying 90, you the real ones, right? Appreciate you. But neither here nor there. Not Uncle Jerry, but Papa Jerry, you know, that brother is talking. But before we get into that bit of conversations for the nation, let's talk about what Shotty said. And I did a little bit of this morning, right, on my videos. But let me see if I can, since people are late and tardy today, let me go all the way to the essence, to the beginning of it, and repeat that. Come on with it.
Where we can take the best player available.
BPA.
I think, talking to Steve and Will, by making some of the moves that we've made, we feel like, we're not done. We still have things that we want to do, but like when you get into the draft and you're sitting there at those certain spots, the scouts have done an incredible job. I've said it to them. I've said it to you guys. The scouts and the personnel guys, they're the experts. They do this 365 days.
Man, loud enough.
It's our job as a coaching staff to present to them.
Let me decipher, because I know it's loud. I know you probably can't hear what they're saying or what he's saying collectively. He's saying that he trusts his scouts and he wants to go with the BPA philosophy and principle and reasonings here. Here's my 1 million thoughts on this, ladies and gentlemen. At least we got a plan. Oh, my God, man. We've been having no plans, just like anything. We had no plans, man. With Jason Garrett back in the days. How you doing, guys? There was really not a plan of actions of why we want to take a certain look at a team or what our strategy, our system and scheme and philosophy and all of this stuff. And it's crazy. Yeah, Ice Cold Cowboy. It's April Fool's Day and Jerry is living it, Hey, you know what? It would be fitting for Jerry Jones to not speak majority of this offseason, but his first day speaking, he's speaking on April Fool's Day. That is crazy. Yeah.
Here's what we want. Here's what we're looking for. And then the conversations at the Combine were incredible. We had some really just awesome give and take about positions and the way you define a 3 technique or the way you define an offensive lineman or a tight end.
Yeah, you can barely hear it. So what he's basically saying, Cowboys coach Brian Shotty is saying that the Dallas is not being done in free agency. They're looking, right? They leaving no stone unturned. Now, we got about 22 to maybe 23 days left before the draft. And that's where I really like, I can't stand the intangible stuff, the unknowns, the things that we can't physically touch, right? And I get it. Right now is all speculative. We trying to figure out this and that, but I want us to just talk about some real football, but it ain't gonna happen till draft day come around. All right, let me see if it's a little bit quieter here. But he said this earlier. Cowboys coach Brian Shotty on the team's number 2 wideout. Come on with it. Come on, let it. Let's.
Again, CeeDee's an incredible player. Always looking to add depth at that room. Again, really proud of Jalen Tolbert. I've talked about him from the time we started talking about it 2 years ago when he was improving to now we talk about him as the leading receiver, touchdown-wise on our team. Along with finding guys and adding more pieces, it's our job as a staff to be a developmental staff, right? We need to get these guys like Ryan Flournoy, Mingo to take the next step. We have to do that. That's our job. And so
he's saying Mingo and Ryan Flo and Flo Mingo and all of that. Yeah. Steph says women don't like a man with a plan. That's why you just got to take action, man. if you leave that to a woman, no offense to the ladies that's watching, you say, hey, you hungry? Want something to eat? And she says, no, I'm not that hungry. I'm finna go grab something to eat. You already should know, don't come back home empty-handed unless she gonna eat some of your hot wings or she gonna eat some of your slice of your burger or your french fries. So you go ahead and be assertive and make the plans and go ahead and say, hey, we going to Roof Chris tonight. Hey, we going to Papa Do's and them tonight, right? Don't give them too many options, boy. You be forever sitting in the car. I'm just telling you, man, from past experience. I may be wrong, but let me know, fellas and ladies that's in the chat. But that's him on wide receiver 2. He said yesterday they looking for an explosive guy. Well, that was Stephen Jones said that they were looking for somebody explosive. So what you got to do is look into the draft and figure out who are the explosive ones, right? So that's just for what that is right here. This is Cowboys coach Shotty, and we're gonna get to the main topic. We just eating the side dishes right now and and the appetizers. We're gonna get to the main entree in a few. Hold on.
Yeah, you guys know. I mean, hey, look, at the end of the day, this business, and when you're dealing with, the money that's being tossed around, not just with Micah, but with the big name players, negotiations sometimes take time. I feel very comfortable. Micah said he's going to be around. I think that's what he wants to be. I think we're all very comfortable with that. And at the end of the day, he's a great player, and we think he's just getting started, to be honest with you. So I have no question in my mind that he'll be around. I'm sure.
So he's talking about Micah Parsons. I'm gonna play the audio. Right, it's kind of murky because it's from John Michaud, the phone. I'm gonna send John a mic stick or something like that so he can attach to his phone. So since he's part of the Cowboys collective, we're gonna help John out, man, on some technology there so we can get some clear audio, right? But with that being said, it is decipher. You can decipher this, and he's basically saying Micah Parsons in his contract situation. I guess the Cowboys are taking their times with it. Appreciate y'all, man. We got to 160 folks up in here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, man.
We about that life.
Come on. Law, thanks for all of the support and re-signing of Micah, number 11. Appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, man. All right, so this is Shotty on the 12th overall pick. What he's stating here is that he don't want to get back here.
Yeah, all right, again, the starting point would be best player available. You're always looking for game changers when you're picking.
Game changers.
We don't want to ever pick 12th again. All right, let's be honest. We don't want to.
Listen properly.
But you're looking for guys that influence the game. How do you influence the game? You rush the quarterback and you get sacks, strip sacks, fumbles, whatever it is. You score touchdowns. Okay. So those are usually, I look at it this way. You build it from the outside in. So you got corners, receivers. They get isolated one-on-one. Pass rushers, tackles. They get isolated one-on-one. And then obviously the quarterback position. But usually that's the way I've looked at it, is when you're building a roster, kind of think of it from building it from outside in, based on guys that get isolated a lot. Because when you're isolated and you can't help, it's pretty daunting task sometimes.
So basically what he's saying, I'm going to decipher again. I'm going to translate for y'all, man. He's saying basically that the Cowboys don't want to pick at 12th again. But if we're going to get a player at 12, he's going to be a game changer, an explosive player, someone that can sack the quarterback. Is that Jalen Walker? Is that Jihad Campbell? Someone that can make plays, get an INT. Those are things that they're looking for, explosive players. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? We don't know. But here's Jerry. Let's see how this audio sounds. And shout out to Jerry Jones.
Well, I know that I've spent 5-6 hours with him myself and had a lot of discussions. Most of the issues are in agreement on, and I've discussed it all. And so But we obviously don't have an agreement relative to a new contract. Michael's under contract, and so we'll see how that goes. It's not uncommon for me to visit directly with players, and in this particular case, that's the way I'm doing it.
All right, so the audio is very challenging. It is in the echo hall, and like I said, the audio may be a little low. But what I'm going to tell y'all what he said, you just translator law, TL, translator law. Here's what he's saying. Basically, he's spoken with Micah Parsons for about 5 to 6 hours, right? And he lost his touch, man. Give me about 1 hour, I get the deal done, right? Give me 1 hour. Give me 1 hour with Micah. I get that damn deal done. Yeah, ink on paper. David Mulugeta would have been like, hey, how can he sign this without me present? Hey, things happen, but hey, that's his signature, And it's been notarized. I had my notary already over here. But I can tell you 5 to 6 hours of communications. That's a long time, ladies and gentlemen. So there should be something brewing up real quickly. The last time we heard of these type of things by listening to Todd France and the Athletes First podcast, great podcast, by the way, that they didn't have these conversations when they was doing Dak Prescott contract. And to a degree, CeeDee Lamb, they didn't have these type of conversations around this time when they were trying to work his out. So it is a situation and scenario that we are a little bit ahead of ourselves. Yeah. Yeah, I know y'all could hear Shotty a little bit better because he was closer. But this may be out on the Cowboys.com because I'm seeing a mic right here, and I know that mic is not attached to my guy John Machota's camera there or phone. But I can tell you that the Cowboys owner, Jerry Jones, on Micah Parsons' contract, I don't view it as an urgent at all on waiting. I would rather pay more and get it right. Did I read that right? Wait a minute, Jerry! It should be a sense of urgency. He says, I'm going to reread this again for my hooked on funny guys. Make sure I'm reading this right. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones on Micah Parsons contract situation. I don't view it as an urgent at all on waiting. I'd rather pay more to get it right.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Ain't no April Fools at the end of that, Jerry. You ain't put no April Fools. April Fools, You want to get it done sooner because then you will have more and more resources, more and more money, more and more things that you can go and get, more and more players that can be a difference maker on the back end once you apply the money. It's good to know how much money you got in your account, right? So that you won't go into overdraft, right? This is all I'm saying. And it's crazy because he don't live in that area. He probably never went overdraft since 1989 or something, But this dude, Jerry Jones, get the deal done sooner. And maybe he already got it done. This is loud tongue in cheek. But he says, I'd rather pay more and get it right. That's insane. This is Cowboys owner, appreciate John Machota again, on the franchise. Now close your ears, and shut your eyes if you don't want to hear nor see this particular conversation. But he's about to talk about the 29-year drought and why it doesn't impact how he put together his 2025 season. Okay.
We've had, in my mind, I know it is, I want to be real clear, in no way am I satisfied, but I think we've won the 6th most games over the last 15 years in the NFL, or we've won the 5th most games since 15. We've hung around the rim. Now, we missed some real opportunity 2 or 3 times to maybe step up there and get into the championship game and, of course, get into the Super Bowl. The reason I'm saying it that way is that's what I see when I look at what we've done in the past and what we're doing. Okay, I don't wake up in the morning saying it's been that long since we've played in an NFC championship game.
I'm gonna translate what he's saying, and the man is in his 80s, man, so he ain't speaking with authority, and the mics are so far away. But what he's saying, hard hitter, is that basically in 29 years, the Cowboys are the 5th or the 6th most winningest team in the National Football League, and he's not feeling any type of way by the Cowboys being in a 29 or 30-year drought because we've been winning. We just can't get over the hump, basically. So those 29, 30 years, in the words of everybody that's watching, it's Dak Prescott's fault. Man, if only we didn't have Dak, man.
We've had good teams, we've had good players. It's not at all satisfactory, but no one has shown me the answer on how to get to a Super Bowl. I've seen all kinds of coaches in the NFL, and I've seen all kinds of general managers in any season not win Super Bowls. And so, yeah, I'm hard on the fact that we're not getting in it last year, that we had the kind of year we had. But I don't sit around and dwell on that long since we have been, and I don't even want to have a tone about it. I've got too many other things that I'm proud of, and I know that we were there and we had an opportunity to get it. It's unbelievable we haven't been back, but I'm just giving you a tone. I don't think when we're preparing next year and getting ready to put this team together, that I don't think in terms of, well, it's been that long since we've done it. I think in terms of what can we do to actually do it at the time. That's not in there.
Jerry White?
All right, so, boy, the Whisperer. Yeah, let me see if I can find someone else's audio and see if they got a little bit louder. All right, let me see how Jory's audio is.
Clear. In no way am I satisfied, but I think we've...
It's just muddy all together, man. I have to go put it in a blender for it to be all the way good. But appreciate y'all for tuning in on that. All right, so deciphering, he's saying that, hey, he known other GMs, other owners who've been in droughts. Nobody been in a drought longer than us, but he's seen other teams that have been assembled and not being successful, but at least from his connotation and his notion, he's been to 3 Super Bowls. Now, and that's just me paraphrasing for what he said. Now, y'all can go to those pages and listen to what he said or listen to the transcript, read the transcript. But I'm telling y'all right now, we don't care about the other teams. We don't, Jerry. We don't care about the other teams. We care about our team. And those other teams that have those droughts and those weary nights and long days, they can get fired, right? Yeah. So it is for what it is. All right, so let's listen to the next topic. Jerry Jones say he doesn't worry about agents in contract talks. Let's listen. Now, you might have to put the microphone or the headphones close to your ears. Come on.
Are you kidding me? That's just not something that you should worry about. You should be worrying about your ability to make it work, and you should be worried about what the player does. Does he have good enough health? Does he have enough skill to do what you're paying him the money for? The agent is not a factor here, or something to worry about. And I don't know his name.
This ain't gonna end right, y'all. Oh, this is not gonna end right, man. He said he don't even know the agent's name. And they not even a factor. How you gonna do David like that? How you gonna do? Now, I can't say his last name properly, but man, come on, Jerry. You gonna do that to David? Mulagata? Adula? Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me make sure I heard that right. Let me rewind just a few seconds, man.
You should be worried about what the player does. Does he have good enough health? Does he have enough skill to do what you're paying him the money for? The agent is not a factor here, or something to worry about. And I don't know his name. And so my point is that I'm not trying to demean him in any way, but this isn't about an agent. The agent doesn't have one thing to do with what we're doing when we get on a football field against a team. Micah does. To the degree I'm involved, I do. The people that have something to do with what we do going forward relative to our fans in football are me and the player, not the agent. And I'm not demeaning the agent.
You try to put some cover over. Put some cover over it, Jerry. Come on, man. Hey, man. Put some cover over that, man. God.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Gosh.
Come on, man.
Nobody.
Wrong button, but y'all get it. I've tried to play the rigs. Let me do the rigs on the rigs. Rigs! Jerry, you too old for this.
Anybody can do this, and that's talking directly to a player. And frankly, most people that negotiate me will tell you that they were better off than negotiating with anybody, Stephen or anybody involved. So this is not uncommon. There's directly with as far back as Emmett, Dion.
Emmett had to damn near hold out 2 games to get his money after coming off of a Super Bowl win and NFL leading rusher, with 18 to 20 touchdowns. Ooh, Jerry.
We, by the way, maintained a relationship that lasted well after their playing days.
Man, as old and gray you are, Jerry. Come on, man. You should have set this one out, man. Oh my goodness, man. This right here, I got a heart. I want to share this right here. Boy. Let me be OMG. Yeah. Put OMG up in there. All right, let me see what they saying in the comments. I know they roasting Jerry. I don't know his name. Look at my guy Foot.K. Yeah. Say my name. Why did I always think that the players have Jerry's number? Oh, okay, yeah. The best GM in football, all of Arrogance. Oh my gosh, man. That's a topic line by itself. He's like Bill Parcells. When Bill Parcells, he couldn't stand Terrell Owens. He called him the player. Never called him T.O. or Terrell. The player. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
You got us the poet $5. If the agent is a non-factor, that's less PPL for us to blame. Cut the check. # David who?
David who? Oh. Mulugala. Here's my thoughts, you guys, and I appreciate you for all that you do for the nation. If Jerry said April Fools at the end, I would be like, okay, Jerry, you got us, right? The thing is, with this, these owners are billionaires not by mistake. They didn't bump their knees and say, oh, I'm a billionaire. They didn't accidentally slip and fall and say, oh, now I'm a multi-billionaire. They calculated people. They business people. They got good heart only when it's in line to fatten their pockets, right? There was an ice storm that happened in Dallas. Jerry Jones owns a natural gas company that's in the heart of Dallas. Instead of lowering the prices, what did he do, ladies and gentlemen? He raised and lifted the prices. He didn't have to do that. He could have kept the prices the same. Yes, the demand is higher because it was an ice storm and people are going to need to utilize those gas, that oil money that he had, right? But he raised them. That's business, right? They were in process of building a stadium in L.A. And Jerry used his contractors to build that very much stadium. But from the outside looking in, people don't know that not just Jerry used his contractors to build said stadium and to use his political power or his NFL power to be able to get land and be able to force and parlay and partake in helping the St. Louis Rams owner to move to L.A., but to also split a land deal. So the rent that people was accustomed to paying over there, once Jerry built that stadium or got his contractors to build that stadium, it forced those who were barely living in those conditionings to pay almost $1,000 to $1,500 more. So there were more and more people living on the streets because they couldn't afford to live in that area no more because of the rise of the property value, right? I go on and on. So when you have someone with that mindset and that thought track, right? When you have someone with that, what you think if a player trusts 100% the owner and they go out there on third down and twist a knee, right? And they say, lo and behold, I trusted you, Jerry. I gave you my trust. And the moment I went down, I got no ability to recoup the money. Have no ability to get this money back. Law, do you have any true stories with this? Yeah. The $6.5 million. I don't know if y'all in the chat. I don't know if you guys ever touched $6.5 million. But that is ultimately what Amari Cooper gave up less to stay here. The Washington team was going to give him $6.5 million. And don't give me no hoopla about property, income taxes here in Texas. Because Texas stand for taxing. They're going to get that money back, you know. He ain't getting that six. He ain't going to never, just like we ain't going to see. Well, I ain't going to speak that unto y'all. But just like most of us not going to see that $6.5 million, Amari Cooper ain't going to see that $6.5 million. Then they send him off to Cleveland, Siberia, where players go to die. But there's Jerry Jones. Whoo-wee.
One of three individuals that has my Super Bowl number. Has my cell phone number. He asked for it. about a month ago and said, I want to be able to talk to you at any time. And I said, Micah, you're one of the few, but we'll talk anytime. Call me. Micah.
Jerry, I got your cell over here, man. Don't be trying to do that, man. Let me call Jerry right quick. Jerry! Jerry!
Get your damn act together. Don't like your attitude.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll call you tomorrow then. All right. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, Jerry. All right, so this is him on the contract situation again.
Not at all. Not at all. We've got him covered. If it's a franchise number, we've got him covered. We've got that covered all the way through. It is absolutely non-essential to have a deal with Micah as far as structuring our salary cap over the next year or two.
Man, this is crazy, man. This is going too far into the weeds, man, that we don't have to. Yeah, state taxes. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Shoot. Yeah, he can do that. Yeah. Wayne, is that Wayne Enterprise? Is that Bruce Wayne? And we got Bruce Wayne in the building. Wayne Zimmerman. He says, but old Jerry can pull $1 billion out of the pocket and say, bring her home by 11. Yeah, you know, he do got that power to do those things, and the Cowboys, we under the mercy of all of those things. And Jerry is a business guy, you know. He can smite Die Law Nation right now. Trademark infringement, you know, copyright infringement. You didn't get no clearance for this star in the background, right? You know, or this chair right here, you know. Shoot. Boy, come on with it, Jerry. Don't take me out, Jerry. Come on with it.
I've never had anything I wanted I couldn't get.
Did y'all hear that? He talking too arrogant now, man. Come on, Jerry. Say April Fool's at the end, dog. You know. Where your PR at, Jerry?
I've never had anything I wanted I couldn't get.
Well, shoot, in 30 years, do you want that Super Bowl or not? You know, God, dog. Damn. Jeez.
I've never had anything I wanted I couldn't get. Ever.
Ever. That boy said ever. Come on, let's listen again.
I've never had anything I wanted I couldn't get. Ever.
You got us. You better hope. Hey, if Jerry said he wants you, he can come get you, baby. Yeah. Yeah. He said, ever. If Jerry Jones wants you, you got us. That's in the chat, the poet.
I've never had anything I wanted I couldn't get.
Ever.
I'll figure out a way. I really haven't.
That's some arrogant stuff, man. Hey, man, I gotta download this one, man. That's gonna be my new drop right there, boy. I'm gonna clean the sound up. Boy, shoot, y'all. Lola, you better watch out. If Jerry want you, he gonna come get you, you know.
I've never had anything I wanted I couldn't get.
Yeah, the audio is low due to this, and that's why I'm playing it multiple times, y'all. You know, the audio is this is Twitter. These people off of their cell phones. I walk away, can't get that 4th Super Bowl, Jerry. Yeah. Hey, let tell them that, you know. Hey, that let us know that it's rigged. That it must be rigged. No, Jerry don't want to win the Super Bowl. That's what it is. Jerry, you must don't want to win the Super Bowl. Yeah. That's what it. All right, I'm gonna find a way. I'm finna edit this live so we can all hear what he's saying, you know. And y'all bear with me, man. This is crazy. Y'all ladies better watch out. If he wants you, he gonna get you. Yeah. Yeah, and I ain't talking about what old boy said on I want to say Boondocks. He says, "I like you, I want you." No, he said we can either do this the easy way or the hard way. That's what he said. He said we can either do this the easy way or the hard way. Who remember that episode? Let me know in the chat. He said we can either do this the easy way or the hard way. All right, let me see if I can fix this audio up, man. God dog, boy. Man, they needed me out there with my audio technology, man. Come on with it, all right? Let me see if I can. Damn, it is low. It's low audio. Let me see. Yeah. Ever. It was ever.
I've never had anything I wanted I couldn't get. Ever. I'll figure out a way. I really haven't.
All right, so can y'all hear it better that way? Now I gotta export it. Hold on. We building plane as we fly. All right, and hold on. Yeah, I'm going here. Boom. Exported. Okay, good. Jerry just yapping. All right. All right, come on. Boom.
I've never had anything I wanted I could.
All right, so now what I'm going to do is, see, I just edited it, and then I bumped the audio up. It's just how long it takes for me to reprocess the audio, and then we go to video. We go to my Dropbox here, and y'all bear with me while it's loading. And we're going to put it up there, and y'all can really hear it now. Loud and clear. So what you had to do is I had to move it over to stereo because somebody recorded it on mono, and I had to mix it around. So
I've never had anything I wanted I couldn't get. Ever. I'll figure out a way. I really haven't.
So now y'all can hear it. So what I had to do, I can do all of those audios one by one, but it's going to take a long time, y'all. But that's Jerry Jones on the things that if he really wanted. Yeah, how do you want it? How do you feel? You know. Yeah, so that's how Jerry Jones is speaking with authority of things that he want. And y'all say loud and clear. Appreciate you. Yeah. Produce a law in full effect. Man, Jerry is wilding, man. That's beyond wild right there, bro. Engineer law. Appreciate y'all, man. So how y'all feel about Jerry Jones and his statements and his announcements? Did he want joy? I don't know, man. Let me make sure that we can click over to this. And I got something else that I got to pull up right quick. But man, oh man, that, and I don't know what news to trust nowadays because it is April Fool's. And people be trying to fool some people, you know, and these sorts of things. But got to be very careful. Got to be very careful on this type of date. But we are seeing, let me get back over here. Appreciate y'all so much for your support. Appreciate you, Lamar Baker, for the $5 Cash App, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your support.
Take the money out! All of it! Come on! You're wasting my time now. Come on! Come on!
They got some semi-breaking news of this, and you can trust but verify on your end. Jerry was born in Pluto. Here's what we have. The NFL owner now have passed a rule that both teams will be allowed to possess the ball in overtime in the regular season. The original proposal was 15 minutes of overtime that now has been amended to 10 minutes. The NFL owners also now have approved the proposal expanding the league replay assistance system. So now the system will do the replay, and I think that you can get the automatic first downs as a penalty opposed to for defensive holding. An illegal contact did not pass despite the Lions' pleas. So that was the rule update right there. Shout out to DC.cover. Okay. And then we also hear news of head coach Aaron Glenn. He's want to get rid of, or he hinted the ideal that they want to get rid of the running back by committee. Now, the reason why I say that is because of the simple fact that there are a lot of running backs that's on the Jets that some of you guys were like, hey, can we hit the Jets up? So maybe that's a real tangible thing now. What other news I had right here? There were not enough voters to ban the tush and the push, and it has been tabled per multiple reports. So basically, the tush push is still here, and the guy can get pushed in the backside and with the push of the tush. So, and I know that sounds very sussy, but or sus, you know. My thing is, I get both sides of the argument, right? And I heard the way Sean McVay said it. You know, he's like, man, I'm not a pro component of banning a rule that someone established, or a play that someone established and they're good at, and we want to ban it for the sake of just banning it. But to be 1,000 with you all, when they try to throw around the argument of injuries, there haven't been a lot of major injuries on the tush push, right? Yeah. Chill Mo Day, yo, Law. Lamar Baker is me. Yeah, okay, Chill. Appreciate you, man. Come on with it.
Take the money out, all of it. Come on.
Appreciate you.
My time now. Come on. Come on.
So, the topic of the hour is Jerry Jones have made the contract offer directly to Micah Parsons without his agent. So with that being said, how do you all feel about that stance there? Because to me personally, I think that if Micah is smart and wise, he went to Penn, he went to Penn State. So shout out to PSU, and they don't just let anybody up in that school, right? Unless you're just super athletic, right? Yeah, I'm just saying. So he went to college. He's a smart kid. He understands that when you are talking to someone, it's always good to know that I got someone else that's going to have my best interest at heart. I just can't be running with the ideal that Jerry will not use me and abuse me. Now, Jerry, to a degree, just to be fair to him a little bit, I think we got a guy on the team named Josh Brent, right? That he was ultimately drinking and driving, or someone was drinking and driving, and he had another guy on the team, last name Ball, I forgot his first name, right? And they ended up being in a crazy car wreck. And Jerry lended him his services, right? And he's still on his team to this day, right? In some type or shape, form of capacity of working for Jerry. We understand that my guy, Big Nate Newton, with over 200 pounds of that sticky, icky stuff, or whatever it was, I forgot what it was. He had over 200 pounds of it. It was a lot, right? And he got a job still employed with the Dallas Cowboys. No other person would have been able to say, hey, I'm giving you this grace and mercy, right? So Jerry do have some good hearts about himself somewhere in the confines of his business structure. I'm old enough to remember there was a certain player that stabbed another player in the neck with a pair of scissors. True story. You can look it up, right? And Jerry looked out for him. So Jerry, it's good to have him on your side opposed to being on someone else's side is what I'm getting at, right? But what I'm telling y'all is that while you're playing for the Cowboys, you might want to look back at this and say, I got to make sure I secure my mask first on my face before I help someone else out. And that should be Micah Parsons' mindset. I'm trying to make sure I secure my bag for my very first big contract. I don't know what's on the other side, you know. Jay said some of that sticky icky, you know. But if you somehow around someone and they smell like that sticky icky, but they haven't even been smoking that sticky icky, right? They just smell like that. And you got to tell them, hey, man, it's good to wash, but we got some things, man, that can help you out tremendously. And it will last up to 72 hours. Let me talk to you about this. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go. I use this body wash odor control, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Look, it's all about being in control. And with Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go and let's stay in control of your odor. I love it.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
No doubt, man. Let's get it, Cowboy Nation. And for those who've been watching and following the channel, man, I really appreciate you guys so much. Let me know, show of hands, if you guys got a chance to check out this Micah Parsons' mom that we were at the table with. Shout out to Double R and event that we was at, and the event was a success. Salute to Rodney Smith, man, for inviting me out to the event, and we had a great time out there, and we got a chance to talk to Micah's mom, and she delivered some good messages on that date, and I just want to be able to share a piece of it if you haven't already heard it already, okay? And we are here at the Double R event. I got two special guests right now live with Law Nation Sports. We're going to start with the lovely lady to the far right and then work ourselves to the middle.
I'm Jazz Monet.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, y'all know Jazz, and then this is, I'm going to fast forward a little bit, you know, and then. Yeah. And it's always good to see you out at these type of events. It's networking. It's putting a face to a name and all of that great stuff. And we are in front of some beautiful cars.
Yes. I told my son to buy me that Bentley over there. He said I got dementia.
Got dementia. So basically, that's just a quick snippet, man. We had a great time at the event. Hopefully, you know, we are working on something from this event that they didn't like me, they love me, and they want to present more and more things. And I just want to let y'all know the authentic version of myself is just me, just doing that. And I really appreciate everybody, man, who show their support in all thy ways by helping me out and growing this platform. I'm very much so happy about that, and I'm very much so happy about this other deal that you guys had a chance in the situation to help me out with. It's for a noble cause, and it was help be a miracle. Let me see if I can pull this.
Introduce yourself, my friend.
Yeah, my name is Law Nation.
Appreciate y'all.
I basically talk sports, but I learned that sports is like the medium to anything. You know, it separates people from this particular thought track to that thought track. So I'm here, you know. So we do a lot of things in the community, and as well as with sports. And I think sports always align people with their vision. And I love the fact that you said you are in service. The greatest amongst you will be a servant, right? Someone who's willing to give up time and space to be able to help someone out. And I love that. And I love you for doing the grant and you're doing the mission. So we all together finna have a great time today.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. I appreciate those. So if you guys want to help be a miracle, I believe everybody that's here watching right now in some shape, form, or fashion is special. And I can't wait for it a little later on tonight. I think we have the final word. We'll be able to extend this show even further. But if you guys want to be a miracle, just click the link that's in the description box. It can be $4, $5, $10, $30, $1 million if you have it. But you can be a miracle and help grow that particular website on what they're doing. We got feet on the ground, boots on the ground, you name it, man. Even put hands on the grounds, of helping out people that's hungry and people that need clothing and a whole bunch of stuff. So appreciate y'all, man. And with that being said, let's do this. Since it just hit 1 o'clock or close to 1 o'clock at the top of the hour, let me get some of y'all feedback on a few things, and we'll open up the phone lines, and we'll let about 4 or 5 people call in and get their thoughts. But before we do that, these cases happens all the time, right? And let me pull this one up. These cases happen all the time. I was strolling through and I saw this, and I want to know who's at fault right here. And I know that y'all see the little kid get hit by the car there, and the man is frustrated. And, the sound is even more disturbing. Watch this. Yeah, here you go. Boom. Yeah. So if these type of things happen, man, and if you are not aware that in certain neighborhoods they have a speed limit, right? And they have kids at play. You got to be cautious, especially driving through the intersections there like that. You never know, a kid, a dog, or anything can jump out. But if you have this to happen to you, what you have to do is still, regardless of the situation, whether it's big or small, reach out to our partners.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
214-817 and all of the threes you can dial. Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers. Document everything, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's big or small, right? And at the end of the day, these guys got over 100 years of experiences, right? And with those combined experiences, they'll be able to tell you the terrain. They'll be able to give you advice, counsel. That's why it's so important for you to go buy one of those camera dashes things, especially if you're in a bigger city. Because you got to be able to provide the evidence. Hey, man, the kid jumped out in front of me. That's the parent fault, right? Not mine. But you got to have an attorney like Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers, right? And on the flip side, if it's the other way around, you still got to have you an attorney, right? And say, hey, we implemented speed zones and speed checks. So it's so many ways. But let them do the fighting for you. Don't let them take advantage of you like those insurance companies. They won't do that for you over here, because they take great care of you. But the hotline for your mind is 657-390-7391 is the hotline. Come on with it. All right. And everybody knows someone that been in something like that. I got from the 201, 100 grand with the plan. What's good with you?
Waiting for the music to finish dropping. Yeah. I'm waiting for you to cut the music off.
Yeah. Okay. Come on with it. Yeah. All right, Jerry. Turn it off. You like Jerry. Jerry said he can have anything he wanted. Anything he wanted, he got it. You know what I'm saying? Hide your wife, hide your kids, man. Hide your mama and everybody. Shoot. Don't let them want you now.
Oh man.
Yeah, damn Jerry boy. I can't wait to make that as a drop, man.
I want you.
Yeah.
Know where that came from? I
need
you, and I want what?
That boy said booty warrior. You know. He said we can either do this the easy way or the hard way. He said the choice is yours. Yeah, that's the quote. That boy said the choice is yours. So if Jerry called me and said, "Hey, Law, we can either do this the easy way or the hard way," you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna tell you, man, we fighting. Yeah, we fighting over here, Jerry. I ain't finna go the easy way out, man. Nah. You better call Roosevelt and them. But what you got for me today, bro?
Listen, man. Listening to Jerry speak, man, let me know right there, man. It's too. We already knew this, but it further confirms. There's two different philosophies and fights going on.
Right.
Because if you listen to Jerry and you hear how Jerry talk,
right,
and then you go listen to Steven, we need to get weapons. We're going to try to get weapons right now. You see what I'm saying? It's two different. Jerry's got the laid back approach, like, man, you know, we just, you know, we'll throw stuff at the wall and see if it stick. And Stephen Jones is more like, we need to get these guys now. We need to go get weapons now. We need to, even though we tried to make some things happen, they didn't work, but we tried to make some things happen.
Yeah.
So you know, and Stephen Jones, if he say something, he mean what he's saying.
Yeah, so I think that Stephen Jones got more control. I think Jerry just running at the mouth right now, right? Diarrhea at the mouth. Is that what you're getting at?
And that's exactly what I'm saying. And but I'm talking about as far as the past. The reason why we didn't do things and the reason why we were slow at doing things is because we was doing it Jerry's way. Now it's Stephen's way right now. Now this is Stephen's time.
I hope so.
Now you see us doing things differently now because it's Stephen's time now. Jerry Jones is just, you can talk whenever you want. We just fading you to the back. You know what I mean? We still letting you do little things here and there, but it really don't matter what you say. You ain't the man no more. Stephen Jones is the man now.
Steven's in control. I'm the captain. I'm your captain now. I'm your captain. Yeah.
Stephen Jones. The buck stops at Steve. Like Jerry Jones, we just, all right, Jerry. We just let Jerry think he's still in control, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's not. So it's like, and you can tell by how things are being ran. Stephen Jones, he spoke twice yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's like he's more and more in the front speaking. He's more and more doing. It's more of his philosophy. But then when you hear what Jerry Jones say, and then you look back at, man, we did this time last year, we didn't do nothing. Years before then, we wasn't players in the free agency first week. We didn't do anything. So it all makes sense. We was doing it Jerry's way. This time we're doing everything Stephen's way. It's not the big splashes that we want, but we making moves.
Okay, without the splashes, man. Okay, yeah. Hey, I got no rebuttal to what you saying, man. All I can say is that, ready for this good old draft season to come on in, and then after the draft, then we'll see where we stand at. But for right now, the way Jerry is talking, you know, it seems as if though he missed one of his pills today, and it's going to be Stephen Jones. He listen, look at me, I'm the captain now, you know. So hopefully that could be the situation.
And that's probably why Jerry Jones spoke. Jerry Jones like, okay, Stephen getting all this airtime. I need to say something. You know what I'm saying? I need to show that I'm still here. Like that's what that sounds like to me, because he's pushed to the back. How many times have Jerry Jones has spoken? Twice?
Twine, yep.
This whole off season,
Twine.
2 times.
Yeah.
So that's what I see. That's what I see, you know. So I feel like, and Steven has said, we trying to get Bland done. We trying to get these two other guys done before training camp.
Yep,
is over.
and Jerry said there's no sense of urgency. Yep, so you're right.
See, so
Yeah.
so it's 2 different philosophies going on right now, and I trust Stevens more because it seems like he's running the team right now.
No doubt.
Not Jerry Jones is just a mascot. He rowdy.
No doubt, man. You right on the point with it,
All right,
man.
bro.
Appreciate you, man. Good call for my guy, 100 grand with the plan, man. Always a good piece to throw in that he does graphics and he does an unbelievable job. In my opinion, he's one of the better ones out there, so shout out to him. All right, so the next caller I have is the 707, then I have the 206. All right, 707, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's up with it, Law?
Not much, man. What you got for the show today, presented by Frenkel and Frenkel? Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, this Chill Mo D, man. I'm just calling in, you know what I'm saying? Just really calling in to congratulate you on the job that you do, man.
I thank you.
Know what I'm saying? Like, I really wake up and check and see if you got something going on, man, because you keep a brother rolling with this Cowboys news, man. For real, for real.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you wake up and say, "Hey, man, let me see what Lawton did, man." I appreciate that.
And I'm on the West Coast, so like when you go live, it's a crack of dawn over here.
Right, it's early, man. He still got the chickens out there, man. You know,
man,
grab some eggs for me,
birds
man.
Just waking up. Everything,
yeah. That's good stuff, man.
You know, I just wanted to say that, and I really just wanted to say, man, you know, I think that I know we need a running back, but I really think that we need to go wide receiver in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Since the running back class is so deep, I think that we should grab the weapon that's gonna help CD first, because we can get a running back in the second. We can definitely get a running back in the second. We may not get the name that everybody wants, but we can get somebody serviceable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not a Rico Dowell serviceable. You know what I'm saying? We can get somebody that's really gonna get in here and move that rock. So
that's what I'm waiting for to see, man. I'm waiting for us to get someone that can be a difference maker out there, that can win their one-on-ones on a consistent basis, right? And that you have to you got to fear their routes a little bit. And we haven't seen that. I like CeeDee Lamb. He lines up in the slot. I'm not saying that he can't line up on the outside, but we have no real threat on the outside that can be consistent. Now, Mingo, we hoping that he can turn the corner. We got hopes, but we don't have proof. That's the only thing.
Yeah, we got Flo too. You know, like
Flo, yeah.
I want to see both them boys get off. You know what I'm saying? I like big body receivers. Pause. It's necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like. Like I like big body receivers, people that can block. I like possession receivers. That's what we really need. We need a possession receiver.
Right.
Somebody that's gonna move them chains. Somebody 2nd and 6, 3rd and 5 that we can go to. That's gonna sit down in them zones and really get that, keep that clock moving, keep that ball moving, keep them chains moving.
Yeah.
You know, we have to have a complementary offense. We can't just have, you know, we got Dak, we got CD. But then who else?
Yeah.
You know, like it gets to the point where you don't want to, like if them two is taking, if not, you can't really take Dak out the game. But if you take CD out the game, like, all right, Tolbert, wrong, get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And Tolbert, I don't want to say he's a bad receiver, but he just ain't matured enough in his 3 years in the league yet to show me that, you know what I'm saying, he's going to be that consistent number 2 or even comparable number 3.
Yeah, and I agree with you, man, and that's what Coach Marv was trying to say, that like his numbers were equivalent to Smitty, but I'm just like, don't do that, you know what I'm saying? Because he's not a Smitty, man. I like Tolbert, but we ain't trying to take a dump on him, but it's just the difference of the approach. You got a guy on that particular team that had 2,000 yards rushing, right, and then you had the ability to play chicken with the people on the outside, whether or not you think that I can't throw the ball that way and I can, So I want that. I want exactly what you just said that you want. The ability, bro, to look at this particular team and say, okay, we got a possessor wide receiver, and then we got that finesse wide receiver that can take the top off the defense or what have you, and get into short intermediate routes. I think that would be the best version of the Cowboys heading into 2025, bro.
Yeah, that is true, man. That is true, especially with this new regime. And, you know what I'm saying, not for nothing, I ain't trying to claim no fame, but I graduated high school with Clayton Adams.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, he played center on my football team. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's crazy to see somebody that I went to school with now on my favorite team as the offensive coordinator.
Okay. Dang, that's dope.
That ain't no April. And that ain't no April Fool's.
Yeah. Oh, you could have got me. You got me like that. You like April? I got you long.
Nah, that ain't no April Fool's joke. And it's my birthday, and that ain't no April Fool's
Man,
joke.
you born on April Fool's Day?
Yeah, I promise you. I swear to God, 4183.
Man, they get you every year, don't they?
No, they don't.
They don't even play around with it.
I promise you they don't.
But man, chill. I appreciate you, man. Happy birthday to you, man. And may God continue to put more days in front of you, man. May you surpass the things that even Jerry Jones did all the way up to his age, right? So come on with it. It's still possible.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
It is possible. It's going to happen. How about
yes,
that?
indeed. How about that, man? Appreciate you, man. That's my guy. Chill, man. Appreciate him, man. Appreciate you for your support, man. It's always good to have people to call in to give love and adulations, right, for the nations without hesitations nor deviations to the matter. And they be calling in on their birthday, man. That touched me in so many other ways, man. And pause if necessary, right. When they say the same thing that I be saying, that's dope. But it's always good to be able to get things moving and grooving in the right direction, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboy Nation. I think that running back or wide receiver should be the first two picks, and there's no particular order, right? And y'all already know how I feel about Genty. I think the world of Genty. I think Genty will be able to be our Emmett, right? Shoot, he'll be our Emmett, right? But in actuality, man, sometimes things don't happen that way, right? So make sure that you get your team built the way you want your team to be built. And that's something that even to a degree, Shadi said that he wants his team to be physical. He wants his team to exemplify those things, and he want that out there. And it should be that way, right? So the Cowboys, all I'm going to say is before I let Marv on, is that we can have it, but act as if though we don't have it before you go into the draft. Go into the draft with the mindset that I can be the difference maker with this receiver, or this can be the difference maker with that running back. Don't go into this draft and say, hey, man, we got Paris Campbell, man. Don't go into this draft saying, hey, man, we cool with Miles Sanders and as well as Javonte Williams. We good. No, go into this draft as if those boys don't even exist, right? I got from the 206, you in the mix. MJ, you're live on the Nation, man.
What up, Law? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, bro. I can't complain. Well.
Nah, they first top 5 picks gonna be corner, DN, halfback, receiver. It's gonna be one of them for sure, and the G tackle. So they definitely gonna do that. It's a Steven show. Even though Steven liked the McCarthy, but he didn't like how McCarthy kept the receivers not reaching their peak. All the receivers for the Cowboys haven't really hit their ceiling because of the raw trade, the coaches, and other receivers. They see other receivers, they think like me. They see other receivers on other teams getting 1,000 yards that have been drafted in the 5th and 6th round. And they like, why? Our receivers running 4.4, 6.2, and they only got 200 yards. What is wrong here? Something's not right. They got rid of McCarthy, and they got rid of the wide receiver coach. That was horrible. Now they got a receiver coach that know how to get receivers. That guy from Oregon know how to get receivers open. And the receivers that they got on this team, you saw in film, if you didn't see in the practices, the receivers was beating. Because soon you come off the line, you could tell. I watched the route. Soon they jump off the line, you could tell they open. But you had a bad quarterback, and the fans are delusional. Y'all thinking the receivers are sorry, and he's telling y'all in his speech, he know Mingo and Flurry could have been killing last year. And Dak Prescott gonna be evil. And you can't get mad at Tober, because if Dak would have been here, Tober probably would have had 1,000 yards, and he already had 7 touchdowns. That's good. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Now, but in this drought, don't watch what I tell you. The Auburn receiver, 6'1", run a 4.3. The Tennessee receiver, 6'5", run a 4.3. One of the receivers is going to be a Cowboy.
Yeah.
And I can see Amari Cooper. I'm saying it now. I think he's coming back.
Okay.
I think they're not into the feelings no more. And that's your route runner.
Right.
He'll be very healthy to go with CD with all them dangerous receivers. And the way they're going to be running. Because now, you got to remember, when Amari came back, he ran his routes against Philly. When that game he killed Philly, he didn't run your boy, the option marks. He changed that stuff up, and Dak Prescott was killing it. Now, you got the route tree that Shotty dude that he had for the Seahawks. Them boys with the play action, them boys they're gonna be cooking like hot grease. And the new running scheme for the offensive line, that's why I'm not worried about the offense, because they got the quarterback back. All y'all delusional. We won 7 games. We'd have won 10 with good coaching, even without that. Look what I'm saying. You lost Cincinnati game, stupid. You lost 2 other games, stupid. You done won 10 games without Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, we're going to end up winning 12 or 13 games. Now the key is the defense.
Okay.
That defense going to be cooking like hot grease. You know what I like to get? Get them deep tackle like it's the end. I would love to get that big old Florida boy to run for us. You see that big Florida deep tackle? He like 6'6", 460. And I ain't talking about, he's not a sloppy 460. I could see him getting drafted by the Cowboys to put in that middle. I think, boy, if you got that big boy, your boy, number 11, is going to be going crazy. Because now, you ain't going to be able to move him.
In closing,
you put him in the middle and put a boy behind him to push, with the tush push, that's going to be finally stopped. So that's what my dream. We're going to be ready. Offense going to be lightning. The coaching staff is beautiful now. And the Cowboys going to have a good season. How about them Cowboys? And it's the Stephen and Will McClay show now.
No doubt, man. Salute, man. That's my guy, MJ, man. A good way to end it off with him, man. On that particular call there. Salute to him. We have here Cowboys Collective live show. It's going to be, these are the time frames, Wednesday on 7 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on the East Coast, that's at 7 o'clock, okay? If you're in Texas time, it's at 6. And then also on every Thursday, we're going to be at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's on Thursdays, okay? So be sure to check us out. And that's 8 o'clock for those who don't know. That's in Texas time and all of that. I don't know the mountain times and the West Coast time, but y'all can do your math on that. but be sure to check us out, man. And we're gonna have a great showcasing. We saw what John Machota was able to do today, and he did some great things as relates to that. But shout out to everybody, man, for tuning in and being part of these type of episodes that we do here. And in the words of Jerry Jones,
I've never had anything I wanted I couldn't get. Ever. I'll figure out a way. I really haven't.
yes, indeed. And okay, we got some tractions here. What did he say? What did he say here? Let me see what he even said here. Micah Parsons done spoke. Let's see what he said over here on the Twitter machine. Okay. Ooh, why? Tell him that it's human nature. Why you do me this way? All right, so let me get this straight. Jerry Jones with a blatant disrespect to Micah Parsons' agent, David Mulugeta. The agent is not concerned here. I don't know his name. Mulugeta is one of the best and most respected agents in the National Football League. Parsons is wise to have hired Mulugeta, okay? And then Micah responded with a quote of the tweet. Facts. David is the best, and I would not be doing any deal without David Mulugeta involved. Like anyone with good sense, I hire experts for a reason. There's no one I trust more when it comes to negotiating a contract with David. There will be no back doors in this contract negotiation. Oh, indeed, baby. Lord have mercy on those of the hearers of this word. Shout out to you, Lisa. I see you in the chat. Much love to you, Lisa. It's good seeing you in here. Ooh, baby. Oh my God, man. And some people siding with Jerry and some people are not, but Jerry, you know. In other words of Jerry, let's hear it one more time.
I've never had anything I wanted I couldn't get. Ever.
This is about to get toxic. Jerry, man, just pay. If it's $4 more, man, just pay the $4, man. It ain't worth it, man. You win some, you lose some. But you live to fight again. Oh, God. So Rico says, why did Levin talk to Jerry? When the king tells you to come, you come. From a biblical aspect, David was looking out from his balcony and he saw a young lady, y'all can put her name in the chat, taking a bath. She was without clothes. And the king called for her to come. Did she still have a choice, y'all, ladies and gentlemen? Because she said, nah, I'm with Uriah, you know, and he's my man, right? She could have rejected him. But when the king calls, you got to go, regardless. So when Jerry had that 5 to 6 hour conversation with Micah, I mean, come on. Micah couldn't say, hey, man, I can't talk to you, old man, you know. And this is a pattern with Jerry. He did the same thing with, dare I say, Dez Bryant, right? He tried to get you one-on-one, all by yourself, so he can do the negotiation without your representative. Yeah. It's messy, but yeah. And I don't know whether or not any of these players in the last 30 years, 30 seasons, had the resume worthiness of Emmitt Smith. Any of these guys. And Emmitt had to pretty much say, and he kind of says this now, like, hey, my contract stopped. It was no longer existing, you know. I never held out. Like, that's bullshit, dog. He held out for 2 games until they paid you. If David Mulugeta is my agent, then I'm going to let him do the fighting for me. I'm going to let him do the contracts for me. Yeah, so I'm not fin to do these things, you know. Let me see. Hold on with me. Let me see if I got some more stuff I'm trying to pull up. See if I can find this clip. Oh, I got it. Okay, boom.
Check this out. So, you know, we going through it. We going through the motion or whatever. You know, I'm listening to him, you know, and
man, I got to do these little objects. Hold on. Clear that out right quick. Got to confirm. Select 2 objects that's the same. Okay, hold on. These and these. Yeah. Come on. Hold on. I got to play a little game just to get into this video. Hold on. Select 2 objects that are the same shape. Okay, boom. I got them now. Boom. Give me in there. Yay. All right. Now let's rewind this mug. Come on.
check this out. So, you know, we going through it. We going through the
listen properly.
You know, I'm listening to him, you know, and I kind of interrupted him a little bit. I stood up and I was like, hey, Mr. Jones, you see that field down there? I say, you think you can, you think you can cover me? He said, nah, you'll destroy me. And I said, so what makes you think that I can sit here and negotiate a contract with you? Just like that. And then right after that, he got talking about, you know, trades and things like that. I remember walking out there, motherfucker said, I'll take my chance. Trade me. Trade me. I just kept Redhead job. I kept Romo job. That's how I'm feeling. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, I was feeling that way. And Witten job, I kept that job. I saved y'all face. Y'all finna start putting respect on my name.
That's the facts right there, ladies and gentlemen. Dez Bryant had to fight for his money. They didn't sign that brother until it was too late. Like he wasn't even in tip-top things. He had to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight for his own money. Why we got to go through this same thing over again? And keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. That was literally after the 2014 season. Man had 16 touchdowns, over 13 or 1,400 yards. Yak monster, fade ball killer. Yeah. So all of these things, man, and is true and true. For those who are just now tuning in again, let me get to this storyline one more time for your mind. This is Dez Bryant live talking about, I'm going to say this again. This is Dez Bryant live talking about how he had to fight for his contract and how he couldn't be in a room by himself trying to get his own deal with Jerry. Listen properly. Listen again.
Check this out. So, you know, we going through it. We going through the motion or whatever. You know, I'm listening to him, you know, and I kind of interrupt him a little bit. I stood up and I was like, hey, Mr. Jones, you see that field down there? I say, you think you can, you think you can cover me? He said, nah, you'll destroy me. And I said, so what makes you think that I can sit here and negotiate a contract with you? Just like that. And then right after that, he got talking about, you know, trades and things like that. I remember walking out there, motherfucker said, I take my chance.
Listen.
Trade me. I just kept redhead job. I kept Romo job. That's how I'm feeling. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, I was feeling that way. And Witten job, I kept that job. I saved y'all face. Y'all finna start putting respect on my name.
So put some respect on Dez Bryant's name. Because at the end of the day, he was very smart to not take the deal or whatever Jerry was trying to do. And keep in mind, why all of our players got to fight for their coins. Like I said, this was Dez Bryant coming off of 2014. Unbelievable numbers that he was putting up in 2014. Matter of fact, if I was Jerry, I'd be on the phone and be like, hey, you know, while the season was in process, you know, hey, man, you know, Dez, hey, here's the, we ready to get the contract going now. We ain't finna wait, you know, sure. But Jerry mindset is always like this.
I've never had anything I wanted I couldn't get, ever. I'll figure out a way. I really haven't.
Man, that's crazy. That's wild living, though. That's wild living, man. So when we break down this whole conversational piece of what's really going on, when Clarence put out there Jerry Jones blatantly disrespected Micah Parsons' agent, David Mulakata, the agent is not concerned here. I don't know his name. Mulakata is one of the best and the most respected agents in the National Football League. Parsons is wise to hire him, which is straight up facts. And even Parsons said facts, man. David is the best at what he'd be doing. He would not be doing a deal without David Mulakata. And he got good sense about this. There won't be no backdoor deals, basically. I'm paraphrasing. Man, that's some breaking news right there for you. So I don't want this to be sullied and denigrated and stretched out all off season again, because the need to be right is a major thing with the Joneses or with Jerry. And Jerry, I got to hit you with your own answer to your problem here, you know, because at this date and at this time, what's your point, you know?
What's your point? What's your point?
My point is, why do we have to do the same thing over and over again? If it's $4 or $5 more, go ahead and pay that man $4 or $5, right? Don't be fighting and swabbling over this. We need to get focused and get straight back to football, all right? And, Dez was coming off of what, 88 receptions, right? 1,300 yards, 16 touchdowns. And you want to swabble and fight over some money? Man, I would have been paid Dez as soon as he caught that ball in Green Bay, and they said it wasn't a catch. And then 3-4 years later, they said, yeah, he caught the ball. We knew, Cowboy Nation knew he caught that ball, by the way. But, man, this is some crazy work, Jerry. Get your stuff together, man, and go ahead and get this deal done. Stop fighting over these things. And you know his damn name. You know his name is David Mulakata. Stop playing coy with this. Get this deal done, Cowboy Nation. That's my thoughts on that. Post me yours down below in the chat. Come on with it. That's crazy. That's so crazy, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah, man, it's crazy. All right, man. And I'm not saying that I'm always going to side with the agent, but I know the agents is caring about the players. All of these players are Ryan Shazier hit away, and I'm not making that as a joke, right? We all know that. Football, the NFL stands for not for long. But, you know, at the end of the day, Cowboy Nation, boy, oh boy, there'll be more and more content around, more and more information that we're going to exhibit and exude here. But be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to check out us a little later on tonight, and as well as throughout the weeks. We will have Cowboys Collective Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's prime time, by the way. And then we have Thursday show at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get ready to have a good time, a great time with us on Talking Cowboys and beyond. Me, AOC, Foots the King, and John Machota with all of the insight and great information, Cowboy Nation. All right. Appreciate those who support the channel. Thank y'all for tuning in and being part of this. Thank those who hit their share button. And thanks to Mendo with the Invisible Cream. 72 hours of deodorant. All I'm asking you guys is wash before you put the Invisible Cream on, right? Come on with it. It works better that way. Cowboy Nation, Mama said there'll be days literally just like this. And the right, JT Wolf. Christopher Booth, are you related to Andre Booth? You know, let me know. Thank you, Rico. Suave Jones, your mans. Appreciate you. Can y'all put happy birthday to my guy Chill Mo D Production? Appreciate him. On his birthday, he sent me money. Appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you. I'm gonna give me some I got a taste for some tacos. Oh, today is Tuesday, huh? Taco Tuesdays.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting or lied about, don't deal in lies or hate it, and yet give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, treat those two imposters just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your whole life for broken and stooped and build back up again with worn out tools. You can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss to lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe one word of your loss. And there's many losses out there. If you can walk with kings and presidents nor lose the comic touch, if you can feel the unforgiving minutes of 60 seconds worth of distance run, my friends, my family, even the foes, you have unlocked the true meaning of what it takes to be a champion, right? But most importantly, of what it takes to be a man. The man from within. The man that stand tall on principles. The man that's just not going to be all about that talk, but can be walking that walk, or walk that walk, huh? Shout out to DeRoe. Come on with it, ladies and gentlemen. And if there's one thing a man should always do, is mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown, And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices turn those hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was, brother, how about them boys? The morals of life: live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They would take the decent man to alter his heart, to seek to rip him apart. Those, man, you should never call a friend, because they bend their lives around the truth until they meet their end. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Appreciate y'all. One love. And for Jeremy Betts, those, write this down, Jeremy. Those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. Write that one down. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Yeah. Happy birthday to you all. Come on with it.
I wake up,
come on.
Thumb down that check, no drip this.
Tell me run it up.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell me run it up. I wake up,
come on with
thumb down that check, no drip this. Tell me run it up.
Yeah.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck.
Thank everybody for your support.
9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me.
Come on.
I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies.
Yeah.
Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me.
Don't zone me.
I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady.
Till next time, yeah.
The last one now can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice, and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ.
Law Nation, let's roll with it.
I wake up, thumb down that check, no drip this. Tell him run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell him run it up. I wake up,
Law
thumb down that
Nation.
no drip this.
If you didn't hit that like button, nor share this content, come on. Yeah.
I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry.
All right.
Those London boys don't
shout out to you, Lisa. Appreciate you, Chill. Let's put prayer emojis together for Mark Holmes. Come on with
Made
it.
some bad decisions that brought my mama pain.
Not mine. Come
I
on,
made
baby.
a promise to her, swore that I would change.
I did. Come
I'm
on.
on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up,
Law
thumb down that
Nation.
no drip this.
Come on, put L in for L, baby, in the chat. Come on with it. Appreciate you. Come on. Yeah.
I wake up, thumb down that check, no drip this. Tell him run it up.
Yeah.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell him run it up.
Yeah, baby. And remember, you're listening to absolutely nothing but